Yo, we live. Hey, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we do that, man, we got the lineup review featuring yesterday's starting five. So let's get right into it. Horrible afternoon for me yesterday, man. Very, very terrible. You see it, man. Call me the snowman over here. It was horrible. Probably took too many chances yesterday, but let's get right into it. So my strategy yesterday was to build a nice starting five with leverage from some ownership plays, and then just rotate the players from the Wizards Nets game around my starting five, as the Nets Wizards game was the highest total on the slate yesterday by a lot. So I wanted to get different with my starting five and just rotate those guys in. So if you saw the updated starting five yesterday, I went with C.J. McCollum, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Saddiq Bey, Lauri Markkanen, and Pascal Siakam. Every last one of them failed. It was horrible. Let's start out with C.J. McCollum here, man. Got him at a great ownership. I was trying to get ahead of the curve here. Was trying to be first to the party. His minutes have been trending up. We thought this matchup he could see 30-plus minutes tonight and give us a nice return at this 7,300. But they just got crushed by the Dallas Mavericks. So they just ran him off the court. C.J. McCollum only played like 23, 24 minutes. Not gonna get what you need in those from a fantasy player when those are the type of minutes they're getting, especially at this 7,300 price tag. He only gave us 19 DK points. Horrible from CJ McCollum here, but the blowout ended his night early. My next pick, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So I wanted to try to get a piece of those Lakers guys, but I wanted to get different from the field and try to avoid some of the Taylor Horton-Tucker chalk and Kuzma chalk and things of that nature. But I knew I needed a value play to be able to fit guys like Harden into my lineup. So I wanted to go Caldwell-Pope here. Knew he'd be locked in for 30-plus minutes. Figured he'd see a few more shot attempts with no LeBron. We got everything we asked for. He just didn't shoot well from the field, man. Bad shooting performance from Caldwell-Pope here. Only gave us 7 real-life points, 9 DK points. Very terrible out of KCP. My next pick, the pick that upset me the most, probably got you too if you played him in your spots, but Saddiq Bey, boy, that's just terrible. He played 36 minutes in an up-paced matchup against this horrible Bulls defense and gave us 10 fantasy points, man. I don't even know what to say about that. That was just horrible. On to the next one, man. That's just ridiculous by Saddiq Bey. Coming in at power forward, I went Lauri Markkanen. Price has been declining, but his minutes have been locked in. We know he's a solid fantasy producer. He can score the ball. And he got to start at center yesterday, so that I thought that boded well for his rebound opportunity. He gave us a solid performance at 29 DK points. It was okay, nothing to vault us to the top of the leaderboard, but he didn't kill us either. So we'll take that. We expected a little more from him at this price tag, but a solid return from Lauri Markkanen here. Rounding out the updated starting five, I went Pascal Siakam. Thought he nice matchup here against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Figured he'd have a few more rebound opportunities starting at center going against these Cavs. But for some reason, Siakam only played 25 minutes. Like I have no rhyme or reason why he plays 25 minutes. There was no I didn't see any announcing of him having a minutes limit before the game started, so I gotta check into that and see why he only played 25 minutes when the rest of the starters played 30 plus. Hopefully it's not an injury or nothing, but a 7,200 guy is not going to hit value for you in most cases when he only seeing 24, 25 minutes. And that's what happened here, man. 19 DK points. Did nothing for us at this 7,200 price tag. All right, rounding out this lineup, I told you after the starting five, I just wanted to rotate those Nets and Wizards players in here. So on this one, I went Harden and Rui and Alex Len on the run back. I had Westbrook and Joe Harris on some other lineups, but that's Harden was just okay last night. Came in at 56% ownership, man. We knew it'd be high on. Expected a big performance from him. He only gave you 52. Definitely needed more from him at almost 11K price tag. Westbrook was the better play. Like I said, I had him in some spots too, but it just the starting five was my downfall last night. Took too many chances. Right? And rounding out at the bottom here, man, you see Rui Hachimura, Alex Lynn, just wanted to run back. Um, Two Wizards guys with the Harden play. Like I said, on some of my other lineups, I went Westbrook, and I went Westbrook back with Joe Harris on those lineups. But overall, just a horrible afternoon last night, man. Let's get that corrected and get back on the money train today. Let's see what I got cooking for y'all today on DraftKings, all right? Coming in at the top, man. Going Devontae Graham. He's probably gonna be chalked tomorrow or today, but it's okay. I think it's gonna be a well deserved chalk, as we know LaMelo Ball is possibly done for the season. Really hated for that kid, man. He was a front runner for Rookie of the Year. I heard he's getting like a second opinion, so hopefully he can get some better news and maybe come back towards the end of the season. But with him being out, man, I think you gotta go Devontae Graham in this spot at 4,800. Should see 30 plus minutes, man. He's a very solid fantasy producer, especially when he starts and gets the minute. He should be chalky tomorrow, but I think it's gonna be some good chalk. So I have no problem getting to Devontae Graham tomorrow. Coming in at shooting guard. Going Chris Middleton, man. We expected not to have Giannis tonight, so that's going to boost all the Bucks, man. All the Milwaukee Bucks are in play tonight. Holiday, DiVincenzo, Brook Lopez, whoever they start for Giannis. But I want to get the main piece. I'm expecting it to be a lot like last year. Whenever, if you recall, if you played last year, whenever Giannis was out, you pretty much just had to lock in Bledsoe and Middleton as they carried the load for the Bucks. So I'm expecting that to look similar this year, as Holiday and Middleton should carry most of the load. And the guy I want to take a look at over here right now on DraftKings is Chris Middleton. Great price on him. He's going to be called on to do a lot more in this matchup, especially with no Giannis. He can give you a big return at this 7,600 price tag. All right, coming in at small forward, I want to go right back to DeMar DeRozan. Run back to this Charlotte Spurs game. Should be an up-paced matchup for the Spurs. Few more possessions. DeRozan's getting back into form. Gave us a solid production last game. I'm expecting that to continue as he's the main offensive weapon for these Spurs. All right. Coming in at power forward, a guy I know y'all probably sick of, but I'm going to go right back to him. Larry Nance Jr. His price has been slowly increasing. He's been giving solid performances. Nothing too spectacular. I think his last time out, he didn't give such a great performance. So I'm hoping that keeps his ownership down a little bit. But at 6,100, a guy that's going to play 32 plus minutes in a great pace-up matchup against the Sacramento Kings, I have no problem going right back to. Should be a few more rebound opportunities, a few more shot opportunities. I like going to Larry Nance in this matchup against the Sacramento Kings. I'm expecting to be able to take advantage inside and get a few more rebounds, as the Kings have been starting Harrison Barnes at power forward, so he's going to get a little smaller player on him. Hopefully Nance can have a bigger day rebounding, right? And rounding out at center, man, a guy I want to take a look at is Mr. Zubac from the Clippers. Expecting no Serge Ibaka today. If he plays, this player change, but right now, I want to go to Zubac. I think his minutes are going to be secure. They're going to need his size against Capella down there in the paint. So Zubac should be locked. I'm anticipating him to be locked in for about 30 minutes. And at 5,100, he can give us a nice return on his price tag here. All right. So there you have it, guys. My starting five for DraftKings today: Devontae Graham, Chris Middleton, DeMar DeRozan, Larry Nance Jr., and Ivica Zubac. Get you some Get you some of these guys in your player pool, man. You know I'm going to have plenty of them, all right? Now let's go take a look and see what we got cooking on FanDuel. And while we doing that, man, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, all right? Coming in on FanDuel at the top, starting it right off, Drew Holiday, man. Told you no Giannis, man. I'm expecting him to do everything, a little bit of everything in this matchup against the Pacers, as they're going to need him to go against they're gonna need him and Middleton to if they have any hope of winning this game against the Pacers today. All right, coming in as shooting guard, gotta stay with Devontae Graham, 4,300 over here on FanDuel. Gonna be one of the higher owned plays tomorrow. But like I said, just get you a piece of that, man, and just try to get different somewhere else. But I like going to Devontae Graham in this matchup against the Spurs. coming in as small forward, staying with Chris Middleton, guys. I told you, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, I'm expecting big gains from them tomorrow. Expecting them to do a lot of the heavy lifting. They're gonna be pretty chalky. I may get off a Holiday and go to DiVincenzo in a few spots, depending on how the ownership looking. But I'm just all over these two plays tomorrow. Holiday and Chris Middleton, like them in this matchup. No Giannis, man. You're gonna have to get a piece of them in some lineups, all right? Power forward over here, man. I'm going right back to Christian Wood. They said he was on a minutes limit. He gave us a great return yesterday. I had Christian Wood on the early slate yesterday on DraftKings, man. Won me some money, so I'm definitely going right back to him. As we saw him get like 35 minutes in that matchup, I'm taking I take that as meaning his minutes limit is off now, so he should be in line for 30 to 35 minutes in this matchup against the Toronto Raptors. Expecting him to have a big night against the Raptors down there on the boards, all right? And then rounding out that center, man, Ivica Zubac, just staying with him. Probably my favorite center value. Probably my favorite center play tomorrow, especially for the value he provides across both sites. Get you some Ivica Zubac in this matchup against the Hawks. Huh? There you have it, man. My updated starting five for FanDuel: Drew Holiday, Devontae Graham, Chris Middleton, Christian Wood, and Ivica Zubac. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm gonna have plenty of it. All right. And be sure to check back to the video about an hour or 30 minutes before lock for the updated starting five. I'll catch it on Twitter if you follow me over there. All right. That's gonna do it for us here today. This is the Golden Goose DFS show. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.